Si goblok, mod banget, anjing,
Kenapa?
mod banget,
Apa?
mod banget.
Apanya lemot?
Ini
Live-nya?
laptopnya. Oh, suaranya ya? Sorry. Oh, suaranya ya? Sorry. Baca dulu. 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 Oh, suaranya ya? Sorry. Baca dulu.
Gimana ya perpaduannya itu? Pertama kita coba bikin eh, eh, marun ke abu-abu kali ya, ke gray BG. Red. Terus,
Halo.
ada yang nonton di
Lu suara gue deh. Halo. Oh iya.
ah denger ada yang nonton di
Kagak.
ada yang nonton di
Nggak ada. Belum. Lu suara gue deh. Halo. Oh iya.
denger maksud gua ada yang nonton di suara gua kedengeran nggak ada yang nonton
Nggak.
di biji.
Keren banget malah.
Oh iya, halo guys,
Bangsat nih bang.
mana live lu belum live?
Udah.
Oh udah.
Cuman nolak banget cuy.
Mana live lu belum live? Oh udah.
Gitu ya.
Mana live lu? Oh udah.
Kok gitu sih?
Ulang-ulang doang anjing.
Kok gitu ya? Mungkin gue mute deh. Suara dari mana anjing? Woi monyet. Kenapa yo? Taruh lu yo. Suara gue masih deh.
Udah.
Kenapa yo? Taruh yo. Gue lagi nyoba-coba nih yo. Mau live yo. Di rumah yo. Banget jingan. Kayak nggak kuat ya Re ya?
Ya, lu yang rasa kuat gak?
Nggak kuat anjing ini mah.
Saya itu gitu aja.
Serve it. We were the worst team at that time, so yeah, it happens. Like for me, it's kind of like the same thing. We tried everything we could to win, and in no moment we said like, okay, there's no way we can. We were like keep trying and trying and trying, and just it wasn't working.
Yeah, I think in our series in Tokyo Finals, first map Lotus, you guys destroyed us. But the first 5 rounds, I died first, and we were playing well together. But you guys still just stopped every single one of my peaks, even though I was playing with Util. And that was like the first time in my career that I got like destroyed mentally.
Really?
I felt terrible about myself those first 5 rounds, but my teammates could tell in my voice that I wasn't talking and giving like the hype that I normally do. So then they just told me like, don't worry about it and just go next. And then we ended up making the series pretty close and I fixed it. But that was one time in my career there. It was like so bad.
If you're getting smashed on the first match, it's important to keep the mental.
Ini udah lumayan lancar.
Nggak lagi Re. Berhenti anjing suaranya.
Iya.
Page and progress.
At the right state for you to be able to.
Gagal sob nih sob.
Lu buka apa aja?
Play on the second map, you know,
Yes.
because like if you're, for example, we got wrecked by Fnatic like 12-0, right, on Lotus. But I mean, like those kind of games can destroy your mental, right?
Yep.
But I think it's important to keep your mental state at the right position so that when you go to the next game, then you kind of like have kind of reset, you know.
Well, fellas, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the time. I appreciate you guys letting me pick your brain. Best of luck to you throughout the
Thank
rest of the
you.
tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah, astagfirullahaladzim.
Yo, Doug, you gathered the 3 IGLs, and then you didn't think we'd notice you snuck Devi in there?
Listen, that was his choice. That was his decision. He said, "I want to be in this conversation. Let me in." So I had to let the guy.
The other IGLs are talking about like all of the prep they do behind the scenes, and PRX have talked about Forsaken being the person that like cooks the comps up and stuff. Devi's like sat there like, I
actually thought Devi's reactions to a lot of the questions were pretty fantastic. If anything, I was living through him.
Yeah.
During that,
You know, it's funny how much we talk about how chaotic their playstyle can be. That was one of the things Devi talked about, because there are so many voices in around when things are chaotic that are trying to get input and trying to get involved that it can be really difficult. Devi was, I'm actually really glad he was there.
It is actually quite disingenuous that you didn't just get 4 of their players there to all answer questions.
That's true. If it was an IGL roundtable, it should have just been
just
PRX's
the whole
roster.
of PRX just all sharing one chair.
God. Well,
Two guys
excellent
in a trench
conversation. We learned a lot about our 3 IGLs and Devi. But of course, guys, we got 4 incredible teams left in this competition. And in today's MasterCard fan poll, we want to know, which team do you think is going to win it all? So is it going to be PRX, EG, Loud, or Fnatic? When you see the QR code thing pop up, just go ahead and scan that, and then we'll go ahead and show the results. There it is, later on in the show. We nailed it.
Itu berarti kayak inputan device-nya deh yang like.
Inputan device-nya.
Champions as well as VCT, so we can feature your tweets and stuff on the broadcast or post. Or
Who wins that?
Who
wins that poll?
Oh, the winner of the poll.
The people.
Surely Fnatic wins the poll.
The people win.
I think
Fnatic, they're still in the lower bracket.
the poll, it's
But
about
it's
the
the
poll. It's
poll.
all about
Maksudnya
social
Discord tuh
clout.
lancar,
Josh.
bro.
Dude, Fnatic don't have that social cloud. That's Loud's all day long. That's Loud's all
Oh,
day long.
actually, Loud might be, Loud might clear, actually.
But if
second
it's being posted in English, I feel like the Fnatic fans go crazy on Twitter.
You're looking into it too hard at this point. The time zones. Wilkinson, the time zones.
I mean, all it takes is just one guy to comment like just the loud emoji. Just like anything green, and they're on that.
That's it.
Instantly.
It's
over.
It's in. All right, well, let's go ahead, though, and talk about some of the matchups we're going to be seeing here today, because at Masters Tokyo, PRX did not have something on the roster, but he is here now and is going to be facing off against Demon 1. And Mimi, this is setting up. I'm going to you because I know you love these dual splashes.
Di live gua gak ada suara gua anjing.
Berarti itu masalah
Setting up a war between these two, and I have no idea where things are going to land because they're both so talented.
It's interesting, the comparison between these two players, because for Demon 1, right, he was at Tokyo, but I think he disappointed a lot of people. He was this superstar in Americas, when a lot of ways was the guy who stepped up and helped them make the run to make it to Tokyo in the first place. He wasn't as great at that tournament, but now showing up to Champions, it has been that Demon 1 that was exceptional in Americas.
They
He's been great on the jet. He's also been flexing around to other roles and playing just as well.
He's the best controller in the tournament now.
He's played a third of his time on control.
Nah, ini ada anjing suara gua.
And he's the highest rated player in the tournament.
He's actually insane.
That's unbelievable.
And it's not just Omen, it's like
Ini asyuu. Apa anjing yang harus gue lakukan anjing? Sewa penonton. Kecepatan bit streaming saat ini sebesar lebih tinggi daripada yang direkomendasikan sebagai gunakan cepat bit streaming sebesar 1000.
Now the winner is going to be moving on to Saturday's Grand.
Because
here's the thing, neither has been able to walk away with an
dulu setting belum bit streamingnya.
to get to that grand final from this pathway.
Nah ini lancar.
Pivotal map ban advantage. Doug, we've seen how this has played out time and time before. It doesn't bode well for the person.
Ini lancar lu ngerokok segala macam.
It's a really good way to skirt around that politician over the way. That was very well handled, guys. Media train.
Watch, I'm gonna do this like a
Ini
politician.
lancar emang masalah bit doang.
Let's go ahead and send it over to Achilleos, who's actually got a quick word with Coach Alex.
All right, hello. Yes, I'm gonna grab Coach Alex. Of course, Alex is joining me. I have a quick question. So EG have said that their biggest secret.
Patah-patah.
Why they're so successful is that they're having more fun than everybody else. You're the guy who sat back in the control room. You can hear all the comms for the players. Do you think that's true, or is PRX going to have more fun today?
I hope we have more fun. I think it's definitely true. Maybe a bit similar, I guess. Both teams quite happy-go-lucky, so if there's pressure, it's a bit tense. Makes it a bit difficult to play.
All right, happy-go-lucky. I think that's the best way to put it, but thank you very much, my friend. Good luck today.
One thing for certain is that fun will be had today, but when you look at the bracket and where we are right now, oh boy, a lot of people weren't having fun on the road to the top 4. PRX, EG, Fnatic, Loud. this is it. I mean, when you think about the entirety of the season, Sideshow coming down to this, you couldn't ask for 4 better teams to just represent the pool of talent that we have in this sport, and these clashes are going to be out of this world.
Yeah, they're going to be incredible. And if you want to focus in on the first match and the teams that we're seeing now, you're seeing the Whimsy come out for sure in these big moments, but also think about the wider context, right? Both of these teams, they've been working for a while, but the rise recently from EG has been meteoric. It took PRX a lot of different tournaments to get to this point and a roster move, and now EG are right up there at the exact same point within a couple of tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, EG, they qualified to their first global event this year at Lock-in. They went out so...
Apa?
early in that tournament, and then it was immediately second place at Tokyo and a chance to guarantee second.
Gak kuat deh, udah. Emang gak kuat anjir.
Place at very least here again if they can win this match.
Tuh, pada streamingnya sangat baik.
For PRX, they've had that opportunity to win a trophy before, all the way back at Copenhagen, but it has also been a grind for them to get here. It's definitely a shock to see these two teams, judging by how both of their seasons started in their respective international leagues, here in an upper final at Champions.
Well, I think you can make the same conversation for the lower side as well. I think most people had these 4 teams in the Final Four, but in this order, where you've got Loud and Fnatic who are going to have to cannibalize one another in order to make it out. I mean, that was a final or something like that, but for them to be where they are in the tournament is just mad.
You also have the whimsical upper bracket and the serious lower bracket.
Yeah.
I really feel like that's
entirely
the
different
setup.
tone. Yeah,
it's so different.
You know, speaking of fun, obviously, you know, both of these teams, they constantly say it. We're out there, we're just having fun. We're enjoying ourselves, right? EG, right, I think is a great example of this. When you just look at a guy like Jogamo play, for example, he's out there just vibing, doing his thing.
You're talking about Jojimo, I'm talking about Calm. He's
Calm
knifing
too.
people.
EG, right, I think is a great example of this. When you just look at a guy like Jogamo play, for example, he's out there just vibing, doing his thing.
You're talking about Jojimo, I'm talking about Calm. He's knifing people in the middle of rounds. He's deciding to die to a turret, because guys, it's going to be optimal, but the Killjoy is at least ultimate orb. No, they're just silly, and that's part of the reason EG is so good, because they've managed, despite the added pressures of for their first time ever here at Champions, not being an underdog, they're still out here having fun, being goofy in the server, which I think is really important to keep the energy that they had at Tokyo.
The silliest thing about Calm dying to that turret was apparently the team was telling him to die to the turret, and Calm's like, no, I'm not going to die. And they're like, no, go, man, go die to the turret. Finally commits, and it's just a classic
My man's
moment.
thinking about his stats, you know?
Yeah, and everyone's like, dude. Do it for the memes.
He doesn't want to have that on the back end. I totally understand it. But for now, though, let's actually go ahead and send it back over to Achilles, who has a quick word from EG's coach, Potter.
All right, I'm back here at the walk-ins. I want to go ahead and grab Coach Potter as well. Get a quick word in. Potter, thank you for joining me. Just last time you guys played against PRX, back in Tokyo, you went over 12 reps. That was when CGRS was in the roster. I'm curious, have you made the proper adjustments? Do you think you're going to lead on this team now that they have something playing?
Yeah. I think PRX with Cigars, you know, Cigars is an older player. He uses his brain a little bit more. With something, we're gonna turn off our brains a little bit. We're gonna turn off our brains and just fight. I think that's what something likes, so we're gonna bring it to him.
I think that's what the entire team likes, and I think that we are in for a very big clash. So thank you very much, Potter. Best of luck out there.
Bisa kali.
Thank you guys.
Harus kentung.
Ya, itu udah lu bedain berarti kan.
Turn off your brains, though. This is the perfect matchup for some brainless jail Valorant. I'm so down. I'm so down.
Dude, the kicker.
Kalau nggak lu record audionya ngambil dari mic Discord, audio base bisa nggak? Kalau nggak lu record audionya ngambil dari mic Discord, audio base bisa nggak? Kalau nggak lu record audionya.
Gitu aja terus anjing.
Itu lu kayak double mic BG.
Gue udah nonton dari HP juga buat mastiin ya.
EG's known for like anti-stratting, right? And being very prep heavy and thinking through what's going to be on the other side. For this to be how they approach this stage is amazing.
You guys are believing her lies. There's
Do you
no
think it's
way.
do you think it's fraudulent?
In the words of Josh, it's fraudulent.
Hello. Would not lie to me.
She
And don't
would
you
lie
dare
to you.
suggest otherwise.
If this
She's
is what
a saint.
breaches your innocence, Josh, that you learn people can lie, then let this be the moment, because there is no shot. If you play into PRX's style, that's how they get the better of you. This team thrives in the chaos. If you lean into that, I don't think EG will have a great chance of winning. If they lean into the counter-stratting, the preparation, the fantastic teamwork that has gotten them here, that made the miracle run in Tokyo happen, they're fine. You can have a little bit of fun, but only
Tereng alik banget anjing. Mau nangis aku mas.
like a tiny as a treat.
Yeah, you're thinking too
You
much.
think it too hard.
Think about how much more of villains they would be though if they were able to take down PRX in that style.
Orang liat cewek dikit Alf Potter anjing.
I mean, that would be ridiculous. It would just be the perfect completion of
Cewek dikit.
And there you have it. Look at that. You see, sometimes you just gotta turn off the brain. That's what I've been doing my whole life.
Oh.
Turn off my brain every single time that camera turns on. Here, look.
Ora ada mereka.
Read this. Ahead of today's matchup, Insu sat down with EG's common PRX as well as mine.
Oops. Oke.
Freaking, look at that. Couldn't even get that right. For a quick shot, let's go ahead and check it out.
I'm now joined by Calm from EG and Mindfree from PRX. Welcome back, you guys. Now, it's been a pleasure to get to know both of you over the last few years, but I want to know what you guys think about each other. Okay, I'm going to stir the pot a little bit here. What do you think is each other's big...
Udah gue off stream lah anjing. Malas banget gue untuk
Ya. Menyerah.
Iya nge-like anjing, siapa juga yang mau nonton.
Fair.
Bete banget ya Allah. Astagfirullah.